This video is made for kids who were not here on Monday, or maybe did not get done Monday what they should have gotten done. You should have printed out a map of where you are going on your family vacation. If you have not printed that out, you need to do so. Now the first thing that I want you to do is measure the length and the height. So I always start at my 0 mark and I go, and I know you can't see it, but this goes to about 10.5. That is not okay because I need to get my map dimensions to a whole number. I cannot have fractions and I cannot have decimals. So what I'm going to do is go to where it says 10. I'm going to make a little mark at 10, move my ruler up, again make a little mark at 10, and then I'm going to connect the dots essentially. So I'm going to place my ruler and connect the dots. Okay. Make a line down. And now I'm going to take my scissors and cut that line. So we should have a table in our notebook where you would then write the length is 10 inches. I'm going to write it on my map just so I know because I don't have my table in front of me. So 10 inches wide. It's not 10.5, it's not 10.25. The next thing we need to do is measure the height. So again, I'm going to start at 0, and then mine goes to a little over 8. That's not okay. I need to have a whole number. So I'm going to make a little tick mark at 8. Move my ruler over towards this end. Make a little tick mark at 8. And then I'm going to connect the dots. Okay. Now I'm going to take my scissors, cut off an alignment. And on my table for height, I would put 8 inches, but I'm going to put 8 inches on my map because I don't have the table. So now I have a 10 by 8 map, not a 10.5 by 8.25 map. It is a 10 by 8 map, and that's what we're trying to get to. Not necessarily 10 and 8 for your map, but just so that we have whole number dimensions. If you do not have whole number dimensions, you need to trim off some of the map so that you do. The next thing that we are going to do is I'm going to measure every inch. I need to make scales so that I know what I'm going to draw. So at every inch, I'm going to make a little tick mark. I'm going to do that again up here at every inch. So pause this video if you need to. We'll see what this is going to turn into. But right now we're just making a tick at every inch. Then you're going to connect the dots again. So remember I made an inch at the top, and I made a tick at the top, and I made a tick at the bottom. So now I'm going to connect those. This time I'm not going to cut these, I'm just connecting the dots. And mine are a little off, that's okay. Alright, so now we have vertical lines every inch. Now I need to make horizontal lines going every inch. So now I'm going to place my ruler going up and down. And every inch I'm going to make a little tick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0.67. And then I'm going to come over here and do it again on this side of the paper so that I can connect my dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now line up your ruler, connect the dots, draw a line. Oops. Let's fix that. And you're going to make all of the rest of the horizontal lines. And you should see what's starting to happen is now I'm starting to get a grid. That's kind of the whole goal. You want to get a grid. And they are an inch by an inch. So that's going to work nicely with our scale factor. So that's kind of the end product here. We've trimmed it to get whole numbers. And why did we do that? We did that so we can make an inch by inch grid. So this is what your original map should look like when you're done. The next step would then be to have a scale factor and make your larger map.